Good day to all of you. I am Diaz Zinurin and the warmest welcome to the new time on Jibek Joly World. 68 polling stations will be open overseas on the day of the presidential election. They will be available in 53 countries. Citizens of Kazakhstan living or for some reason staying abroad, being on a business or touristic trip, can vote there, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reported. With that, the Foreign Office urges citizens to contact the nearest station in advance and provide their data to be included in the voter list. It's worth pointing out that the election will be held on November the 20th. People can vote from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. The construction sector remains one of the drivers of the Kazakhstan's economy. This year, this industry is among the leaders in volumes. The growth reached a little more than 9% in 6 months, Finprom KZ reports. At present, this sector comprises 5% of the country's GDP. Moreover, this area has a multiplier effect on the economy, stimulating adjacent sectors such as manufacturing one, in particular engineering and production of building materials, trade, transport, logistics and others. In addition, the industry contributes to the creation of new jobs and impacts business activities in the country. So in August, over 50,000 companies were engaged in the construction, which is 11% more compared to the same period last year. Kazakhstan plans to transform higher education institutions into research universities. Academic excellence centers are being set up for this purpose at large educational institutions of the country. The centers are aimed at attracting young people to science, the relevant ministry reports. According to Kazakh Ministry of Science and Higher Education, new research works carried out in universities and their integration in production will help to involve students in the process. However, this requires all the necessary conditions, including modern laboratories and free funding, not only from the state, but also from the private businesses. What is needed now is to motivate enterprises to such cooperation at the legislative level.
We
are currently drafting a bill that will allow universities to save additional funds and invest in the development of laboratory facilities, academic buildings, the construction of dormitories, and attraction of talented scientists and teachers to the university.
The spiritual treasury of the Turkic world has been replenished with new books, including 550 Kazakh proverbs and an encyclopedia entitled Illustrated Chronicle of the Huns, translated into Hungarian by the country's honored figure Ferenc Buda. The books presented in the Kazakh capital are supplemented with photographs taken by Turkologist Istvan Konir Mandoki during his research trip to Central Asia. It bears noting that the Hungarian poet devoted over 30 years to the study of the Kazakh culture. The first translation of the Kazakh fairy tales into his native language were made in 1988. The books were specially brought to Kazakhstan by the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Hungary.
My dream to visit Kazakhstan has come true. I'm impressed by the Kazakh people's strive for freedom, strong adherence to traditions, and respect for the past. Kazakh proverbs lead to good thoughts. There are parallels with our proverbs as well. For example, we also have the saying, "A house without children is a graveyard." This shows how similar the cultures of the two countries are. Proverbs form the basis of any language. The similarity of ours with the Hungarian ones suggests that we are fraternal peoples. The fact that our heritage is translated and published in Hungarian speaks of the richness of our culture.
A literary event dedicated to the 150th anniversary of the outstanding Kazakh educator Ahmet Baytursunұлы was held in Germany. Interesting facts from the biography of the scientist and publicist, as well as documentary videos with the excerpts from his works, were presented to the audience. The event was attended by business owners, politicians, members of the diaspora, as well as Kazakh citizens studying in Germany. The participants discussed the role of the Kazakh scientist in the development of the modern Kazakh language and writing. Kazakh music and folk songs were also performed at the literary evening. It bears noting that the celebration was held at the initiative of the Consulate General of Kazakhstan in Frankfurt.
I am pleased to be here today. Your language sounds like music to me. When I hear it, it's like I even understand a little bit. I wish the world would learn more about Kazakhstan, your culture, traditions, talented writers and poets through your literature translated into different languages.
Kazakhstan has become a second homeland for an American living in Aqtobe. Nathan Lola from Massachusetts has been living in Kazakhstan for almost 10 years now. Having worked for a year in Astana, he moved to one of the schools in Aqtobe. 46-year-old Nathan Lola is originally from the city of Newburyport, Massachusetts.
46-year-old Nathan Lola is originally from the city of Newburyport, Massachusetts.
You must name the 3 biggest cities in USA.
Lola teaches English to young learners in Kazakhstan. He tries his utmost to make lessons more interesting for children. English lessons are my favorite now. They are really interesting. Each lesson, Mr. Lola comes up with something new, and he skillfully connects it with the lesson topic, making the learning process exciting. In 10 years, Mr. Lola learned the Kazakh language perfectly and tried all the national dishes. Kazakh people are really fond of drinking tea, and I got used to it too. I like the national dish kurd dog. I can eat it every day. Mr. Lola likes how the Kazakh family model is consistent. After turning 18, Kazakh people often live with their parents, which is not common in the US. Nathan admires the way the Kazakh people get on easily with others, how they start a conversation, express their interest, ask a lot of questions. I like it here in Kazakhstan, especially state holidays. We are about to celebrate the Republic Day. My first impressions of the country were extremely positive. Nathan Lola admits that upon arrival, he was pleasantly surprised by the country's progress. He visited almost all parts of western Kazakhstan, including Taraz, Turkestan, other cities, towns and villages, and he really liked it there. Mr. Lola strongly advises his friends to visit the country so they can see everything with their own eyes.
A solar eclipse will occur on October 25th. The moon will obscure the Earth's view of the sun for approximately 60 to 80%. Citizens of Kazakhstan can watch this rare celestial event in the afternoon at 16:26 Astana time. The maximum phase of an eclipse of 76% is expected almost an hour later at 17:35. Meanwhile, astrologists say this astronomical phenomenon always implies a new beginning. During this period, they advise to take care of your health. This eclipse will also attract changes. The event will happen under the sign of Scorpio, which also suggests a powerful transformation. All the changes that are taking place are necessary for progress, gaining experience and moving forward, astrologists note.
Кто хочет посмотреть на затмение солнца, обязательно наденьте очки. Солнечное затмение.
If you want to watch the solar eclipse, be sure to put on glasses. This event, which is in Scorpio, brings strong transformations and will affect precisely those who are not ready for mindfulness. It will influence both personal life and material spheres. I would not recommend doing important things during this period. You should devote more time to spiritual development. I would also advise to take a moment to relax, to experience pleasure. For example, take a bath, take a walk outside, meditate, surround yourself with family and friends and a good atmosphere.
Окружите себя родными и близкими людьми и доброй атмосферой.
That's all the news we've got for you today. Make sure to stay tuned, and I will see you very soon.